Well, good morning. It's Saturday the 19th, I believe, yes. And we're just getting started. We're working on the 75 Norton today, Kevin and I. This is what we have to put on the bike and then dress it out with the tank and side covers. That's interesting. Um, we're going to put this stuff on. Uh, Kevin has put 2 quarts of oil into the oil bottle. We use 2050 Valvoline VR1 racing oil because it is made for old cars and let's see if I can get this thing to oh, there we go. Has extra zinc and it's made for push rod and flat tappet engines, of which all our bikes are. So I use it and recommend it. Kevin's put about 2 quarts in the oil tank, and I've got this rocker cover open, and I've got 6 ounces of oil sitting here, and I'm going to put this oil into the top of the engine. Not on video because I'll pour it all over the place, but I'm going to put it in up here so it can drain down into the sump. We'll have 6 ounces of oil in the sump when we do the first start. That way it'll have some splash oil and some oil to return and prime the return side of the oil pump. So that's where we are. We're getting real close to dressing this out and doing the first start. Here we go. Well, it's starting to look like a motorcycle. Gas tank really makes it look good, doesn't it? All right, so the gas tank is on, petcock's installed, gas line's made, uh, foot peg back on. It's amazing. It's what time is it? It's quarter to 12, and I think we started working this morning sometime around 8 or 8:30. Takes that long to make such a little visual progress, but it does. It's just amazing. That's 2 people. That's Kevin and me. So I tried to put on the front fender, but I have to turn the bike around because you have to drop the wheel to get the fender on without scratching my new fancy dancy paint. So I think we'll do the first start tomorrow. I'm going to put some gas in the tank and let it sit overnight. Make sure the tank, this is a new tank, that the tank doesn't leak. Get good tight lines to the carburetors. And tomorrow will be first start. Yeah, a lot of progress. All we have left now are left foot peg, shifter, primary cover. Start it up, set the timing, adjust the carburetors. Sounds so easy, doesn't it? Let's see how it goes. That is all. Well, I forgot to remember in that earlier video that I installed the new LED headlight. I will show it to you. Let's turn on the lights. Oh, there it is against the wall. There it is in all its shining glory. Wow. And here it is, high beam. Wow. High beam, low beam. Pretty cool. All right. Okay, the bike is sitting here 100% ready to do a first start. But I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning when Kevin is here so he can be here when we do the first start. I don't know if I'm looking for companionship, emotional support, or a scapegoat, but we'll do it together. Talk about the fuel lines. I'm not a believer in inline filters. They're ugly. Even the good-looking ones are ugly. There's a filter on the petcock up inside the tank. There's a filter inside the banjo bolt at the bottom of the carburetor. There's a filter. That's 2 filters. Anything you put in the center is a 3rd filter. Sort of redundant. Anyway, I like this nice clear tubing where I can see the gas. And I use these crimp-on connectors rather than the screw-ons. They make a nice tight connection. Unfortunately, you pretty much have to buy them 100 at a time. You can find small supplies, I guess. Anyway, I like them, and makes a nice looking fuel system. So anyway, the bike is ready for a first start. I will do it tomorrow morning when Kevin is here, and we'll see how it goes. Richard's wife, Marcy, brought over some waffles she had made for breakfast. So I decided to come out to the rig and warm up the waffles and cook some eggs and maybe a couple slices of ham and coffee and butter and maple syrup. So I'm now having my first meal in the rig just to check out the systems. And so far so good. I think I will eat now.